Did any of you feel shame around menopause, like experiencing menopause, or if your experience was looking different than your mother's, to think like, oh gosh, well, I thought it would look this way. So was there any sort of visceral or emotional response that you had to that?
To be honest, prior to an experience I had, I did have some shame. I felt like, do I become less than a woman? And, in my mind, I thought this was this old lady, like a Karen running around, just mad at the world. You know what I mean? I was like, is that what I'm going to turn into? But I went out to dinner with a couple girls. It was a big group of people, and there were two like very fabulous jet setters, and they were connecting with each other. And one pulled out the fan, and she was like, "Girl, I'm going through menopause." And the other lady said, "Me too." And they both went back and forth. And I thought, they are so young and vibrant and aspirational. Like, this is menopause. I thought menopause was something else. And so I have been obsessed with the idea of like, one, like you said, why don't we talk about this? Like, why? I feel like there is some shame or secrecy attached to it, so it's changed my mind as to what that is.
For sure.
Yeah, it's very interesting because I don't know if it's shame as much as it's just not a consideration, right? Like, because I think the way I felt about it was almost like a light had gone off, like, oh, wow, like I wish I would have known instead of thinking maybe I was going insane, and because for me, I've always like had some pride about getting older and, and just being thankful for the wisdom that comes along with it. Right. And so for me, it was like, man, I think this should be talked about more. I don't think it's on people's mind, right? Like it's not a consideration. And I think it's to the point that you just made, is that it varies for people. But I think that that's an even more compelling reason to share, because no two people's experiences are going to be alike.
Right.
But yet they can all fall under this umbrella of what you're experiencing is a natural transition.